as you work through yesterday's? No?
Oh, yeah. All right, so I got one wrong for like the leading coefficient,
Mm-hmm.
and one of them was like 18x, and the other one was like -9, and it said -9.
It doesn't matter what the coefficient is. It's based off of the highest exponent term. So you have to put them in order of standard form, then take that coefficient. Okay, good question. Anything else? Okay, so just like yesterday when you were adding or combining like terms, you add or subtract the coefficients that have the same variable and exponent. So today, thinking about our vocab yesterday, a polynomial means what? Many terms, 3 or more terms, and monomial means 1. So we are going to multiply a single term into multiple terms. And they use polynomial because it might be 2 terms, it might be 4 terms, it might be 12 terms. Technically, you guys already do this. 3 times x plus 2. A monomial 3 is multiplied by a binomial x plus 2. What do we do when we have something like this? We distribute. We take 3 times x and 3 times 2. 3 times x is 3x. 3 times 2 is 6. I would say most of you are looking at this line right here going, why would you even write that down, Miss Hoff? Agreed? Like you're not writing it down. Today, you're going to be required to write it down because we're going to amplify what you've been working with. So we're going to use the same distributive property when dealing with polynomials, but remember, when you multiply, you keep the base and add the exponents. When you're multiplying, you multiply your coefficients like normal, but then you keep your base of your exponent, and then you keep the base of your power and then add the exponents together. Be sure to simplify, combine any like terms that you can, and write your answer in standard form. What am I distributing here? 5a to the second. Is that 5a to the second positive or negative? Positive. That's important. Remember that. Okay? I'm going to take 5a squared times 6a cubed. Now, what did you tell me was that 5? Positive or negative? So write plus 5a squared times negative 2a to the 5th plus 5a squared times 7. Now, on each of these terms, multiply the coefficients. If they have the same base, add the exponents. 5a squared times 6a cubed would be 30a to the 5th. 5a squared times negative 2a to the 5th. Negative 10a to the 7th. 5a squared times 7. The 7's exponent is 1. The a is 0. Okay, is it a positive 35 or a negative 35? Positive. The last part says, to simplify, are there any pieces that I can combine like terms? Does anybody have the same variable with the same exact exponent? And the last part is to write in standard form. What should come first? Then, and last but not least, 35a squared. I know this is annoying. I know. But I promise you, you're going to want to write it out. What'd they do here? They flipped it around. What am I distributing? 5c cubed. Positive or negative? Positive. Distribute this and see what you get. Distribute that 5c cubed to both terms inside. Check me. I got negative 20c to the 7th plus 15c to the 5th. Just seeing if you guys are paying attention. Good job. I'm so glad you found my mistake. I have no idea where I got 15 from. Now do you agree with me? Okay. So you're really thinking like, how is this going to get difficult, right? How is it going to get difficult? Now you're going to have multiple variables. Tell you what, let's jump to this one. Negative 9a to the 4th c to the 5th times 4c cubed plus 6a minus 8. What am I distributing? A negative. Pay attention to that, right? So I'm going to take negative 9a to the 4th c to the 5th times 4c cubed. Negative 9a to the 4th c to the 5th times 6a. Negative 9a to the 4th c to the 5th times negative 8. You can tell me when I multiply those first two together what I get. Nicely done. Who's got the next one? Okay.
Negative 54.
Good work. Who's got the last one? Positive or negative? What does he need? Yep. Don't forget those. Just because the 8 doesn't have it doesn't mean that you got to still bring those along. Thanks to your friend Jackson for answering that. Appreciate you. Anything that I should combine? Do we have any like terms? Nope. And when Miss Hoff's rule is if we have more than one letter, don't worry about standard form. Don't worry about standard form. All right. I'm going to make you try one on your own. Go right below this. Do this one on your own, start to finish. Be careful. Be sure you double check my work here. Clearly I can make some mistakes sometimes. 20w to the 5th x minus 28 w to the 6th x to the 7th positive 12 w squared x to the 7th. Thoughts? Questions? I think that's the end of your notes. What's that mean? Rock and roll. Hey, don't make me ask you to be quiet. Agreed? All right, rock and roll.